Yo, that road tougher than you think. Why I'm pushing till it's nothing in the tank. And puffing on the dank. A fat kid, how we stuffing on the cake. Bro, I'm eating till it's nothing on the plate. Let's get busy with it. It's mental. Yo, I'm on the grind for the dough, but I'm trying to get mines on the low. Keep the pies on the flow. Pay attention, keep your eyes on the show. Cause I'm the one who decides when you go. Hey, yo, I'm after the cake. It's E.Mental. I done mastered the pace. I'm in the ghost. I'm trying to Casper the Wraith. Yo, on the low, when it blow, I want the drove plus the cash in the safe. This kind of scripture ain't the type of shit your pastor relate. Yo, this the mission. I'm trying to get this money on the road at a kickback. I'm trying to get this bunny out of clothes. This the mismatch. And it's kind of funny how it shows. Alert the dispatch. The time is now upon me to explode. I'm going back in. Aviator frames with the black lens. Rollie all black in the face. You peek the black trend. Bro, I keep that thing on my hip. A pair of black twins. The name in the seats when we creeping in that black Benz. My state full of warriors. I know they ain't golden. Freeze frames with the cannon and no, we ain't posing. The guy keep a 60, but no, it ain't rolling. Plus I see it's time to strike. Yo, homie, we ain't bowling. This road tougher than you think. Why I'm pushing till it's nothing in the tank. And puffing on the dank. A fat kid, how we stuffing on the cake. Bro, I'm eating till it's nothing on the plate. Let's get busy with it. Yo, I'm on the grind for the dough, but I'm trying to get mine on the low. Keep the pies on the flow. Pay attention, keep your eyes on the show. Cause I'm the one who decides when you go. Let's get busy with it. See, I'm a hard act to solve where your guards at. I'm coming after all that's involved. Meet the next wave, still the same chapter, just the next page. Niggas gon' label me a legend off the next phase. The guy gonna leave.
Welcome to another Spit Don't Swallow Taz in the hot seat. Tonight we have co-host Money Monster and we have special guest E.Mental. How's everyone doing tonight?
I'm doing good, doing good. How you doing?
I'm great. I'm blessed. Thank you for joining us.
No problem.
Even though we know that you're going through some family issue, I do appreciate your time and your effort, and I keep my prayers with you and your family.
I appreciate that.
Um, who is E.Mental?
Um, E-Mental is the evolution of hip hop, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, like when I started doing music. I started doing music in that golden era of hip hop. Yeah, I mean, like I'm one of the older artists, so I'm not a young cat. Yeah, I mean, I've been around the block a minute. I spent a good time around the industry and good things like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm bred from what it's supposed to be. You know what I mean, just pure hip hop. The name changed 3 or 4 times along the way. I got into all avenues of the culture. You know what I mean? I battled. You know what I mean? Whether it was in front of people on that camera and you can't catch them on, you know what I'm saying, footage on camera, whether it was on camera or you just caught me in the street somewhere. You know what I mean? It's music is just it. You know what I mean? E-Mental is like I said, it's just an evolving evolution of hip hop, pretty much.
So when you
So
say,
when you say,
hold on,
hold on.
there's an echo somewhere. So when you say you did street battles, you're talking about with like Scarface era.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, pretty much what we have is as battle rap now. I mean, we've been doing that well before it became popular for it to be, you know what I'm saying, on camera. In the streets, you just it was really head up with who you ran into that day that just was hot. You know what I'm saying? There's always a bunch of people in your area. It's always a situation where you got a lot of rappers in every major city in the United States. So with that being the case, you're gonna run into somebody that's from your area at some point in time. And the era I'm from, when you ran into these people, no matter where you ran into them at, you might have to, you know what I'm saying, prove yourself. They might just been having a bad day and just want to, you know what I'm saying, take it out on somebody. So they think they bold that day and want to try you. I mean, it happened like that. So, you know what I mean, I'm from Detroit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's not like, you know what I'm saying, it might have been in New York or, New Jersey or, Chicago like that. But I mean, the way it was in Detroit for real is like you proved yourself a lot if you said you was a spitter for real. When you ran into people, you had to open your mouth and prove it. It wasn't just, everybody claimed they're the best, but you got to prove it where I'm from.
Okay. That's the reason why you have the style that you have.
Well, I mean, the style that I have is kind of a mix. I mean, when I first started doing music, I started out with a Detroit style, but I wasn't really a fan of the whole Detroit wave. Like what they got going on now, I'm not really a fan of it, even though I'm from there. I remember the golden days when bars really meant something. You know what I mean? It wasn't
Hmm.
so much gimmicky to it. You know what I mean? The style in itself, you know what I mean, is more of a drill style. That's not really me. You know what I mean? Like, so I never really was a fan of that. But going coming up, I listened to the Locks. You know what I mean? I listen to Fab. I listen to, you know what I'm saying, Bread Cafe. You know what I mean? I listen to Joe Buttons. I listen to a lot of different people coming up, you know what I'm saying, that was of that golden era for real. So I got a good mix of what East Coast music was, and I fell in love with that. So a lot of my style is bred off of that, but I can adapt to just about anything.
Okay. Okay. Makes sense. And how long have you been in this game?
Man, I've been in this game longer than some kids been alive for real already. Like it's been 20 plus for real. To be honest
Okay.
with you,
What keeps you in it?
it's the love of music. I don't do this like the average person do. You know what I'm saying? The average person jump into this. This is an easy way for you to make money. You feel me? Like, and some people use it for a gateway to get away from other stuff. You know what I mean? With me, it's just a passion of music. I mean, I love to write. I was a writer before I was doing music, but it's in my blood. You know what I mean? My grandfather had an opportunity, you know what I'm saying, to be with the five heartbeats before, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he had his own group at the time and they wanted him to leave his group and come to them, but he was a loyal dude, so he never did. So he never really blew like that. I mean, I got
Was
family
he
members.
was he one of the ones that was in the movie that they went to and he didn't go?
Nah, it was before they didn't put him in the movie. He wasn't in the
Oh,
movie. But I mean,
that
like I
was
said, I
one of
got
my first favorite movies.
Yeah, I got family members that's, you know what I'm saying, that's in rub noses with the industry a lot. So I was around it a lot. You know what I mean? Like I got cousins that's been in plays with BB and CC Winans, you know what I mean? So you know what I mean, I'm around it. I'm the gospel side I was around, being around the industry I was around, being that you from Detroit, you be around a lot of different people when you don't even know you're
Hmm.
around people. And
Hmm.
Motown was so big that the offsprings of Motown still was prevalent in the city, even though people didn't know they was prevalent in the city. So you really, if you really from that time of Detroit, that early '90s, you know what I'm saying, late '90s, you really had an opportunity to hear the true sound of what Detroit was before it became what this is now.
Okay. Money, you have any questions?
Well, yeah. So from first of all, when I listened to your first track, the first thing came to my head was you already said it, Jadakiss, and I was like, okay, I hear Jadakiss, I hear Scarface, I hear a little bit of a Memphis twang, just a little Project Pat. Like it's a certain, you know, verbiage that was used. So it relates back to my childhood growing up listening to Scarface and J Red and Machiavelli when he did his conversion and everything. So it's just like, okay, this a vibe. I can
Yeah.
actually relate to this because
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
my era. So my question is to you is, I heard you tell you done evolved so many times and you keep evolving. What besides the love of music, what else keeps that fire burning in you?
for the last couple of years, it's been my son. To be honest with you, about 3 years ago, I had a heart attack.
Mm.
And after I had that heart attack, it was just like the thought process is I want to have something that I could leave my son that nobody else would be able to take from him. Nobody else would be able to give him. You know what I'm saying? This is what daddy left you. You know what I mean? And the first thing that came to mind was my music. My son had heard a couple of things that I had already done. And at the time I was battling, you know what I'm saying? He was alive. So he got to hear me sitting around him doing music. So when I found out that he, actually was really big on the music and he really like listening to my music, it was just like, all right, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna lead the music for him. So I'm gonna build this next, you know what I'm saying, chapter for him. And that's where we are now.
I
Awesome.
like that. I like that. 'Cause that's what it all is all about, leaving something for the kids so therefore they have something to cherish, something that they can build and keep going.
Well, see, with me, it's like I know rap and music and basketball is usually the way out. And I want to be able to show him that even if you go that route, that's not the only route. Like it's things that can come from you taking that route if that's what your passion is. If you
Right.
passionate about writing, you might not have to do music. You know, you can write stories. You know what I mean? Your dad do that. You know what I'm saying? I published a couple stories. You know what I mean? I wrote screenplays. So I it's different things that I want him to be able to express himself with.
Yeah,
So
it's always
I,
open. You never close the box. You stay out of the box. Therefore, you can tap into every avenue.
That's right. So the music now is basically like I'm doing this for him. So I'm just trying to show my son a better way, even though I'm going the route that a lot of people don't think is a better way in it.
So
It's what
so
you make
that's
out of
and that's why I was going to say, because I was like, from listening from the verbiage of your track, I was like, I know he got another avenue that he done tapped into. Like I know them fingers, the verbs was coming out. I know he an advocate for something else. So I know it's different. Is other surprises that we don't know about you. So can you let us know, besides your music, and you just threw a little snippet out there, just threw a whole monkey wrench, screenplays, I mean, books, I mean,
I mean, I've been writing since I was like 11, 12 years old. I mean, writer is something that I've been longer than I was a rapper. And so, I mean, it only come natural after a certain point. You want to expand your writing. So, yeah, a couple screenplays I wrote, couple, I haven't actually of, you know what I'm saying, scripting my things together to get that going. I have my own shoe company, which is kind of the biggest thing. You know what I mean? All of my shoes are designed by me. Nobody else has had any type of piece of the drawings or the artwork or the creating of it. It's all done by me. So I mean, I'm moving in a bunch of different avenues.
And how long you had the you've been designing shoes?
I've been designing shoes behind the scenes for about 7, 8 years for real. When I was in high school, I wanted to own my own shoe store, and my grandfather actually owned his own hardware store, but he owned a building that was attached to it. And he told me once I graduated high school that I can actually have that building to, open up my shoe store. But he passed before that could happen. So that dream kind
Mm.
of just set to the side for a little while. But then I got to running into a couple different avenues that had opened up to me on being able to have a manufacturer to just produce a shoe. And at that point, it kind of just took from there. So, I mean, right now everything's a custom one of one. It's like there's nothing really on the street like it. You're not gonna have anything. Nobody's gonna be able to walk around with what you got. So,
And that's what I was going to ask you. Is it they send you the shoe or you get the shoe and you design it?
I designed it pretty much from the ground. I have 41 that I've already designed. But if you want something that's a complete custom, it's going to cost you a little bit more. But I mean, I can design you something completely from the sole of the shoe to the tip of the tip of the shoestrings.
Where can the people
okay.
actually reach out to you for that?
Right now, you can reach out to me on TikTok. I'm in the process of getting my shoes actually in the TikTok shop for people to actually get through the TikTok shop. You can reach me at E.Mental 2497 at TikTok. You can reach me there. Um, right now, that's pretty much the easiest place for you to reach me. It's a couple of things that's going on with the website that we're trying to redesign and fix at the current moment, so it's kind of down. But you still can get anything that you want if you reach me through TikTok.
Okay, I like that. Um, Looking at all the years that you've been doing music and the passion that you have, looking at your younger self right now, is there anything you will tell yourself or do
Go harder.
differently?
I mean, doing differently, not necessarily, because where I'm at now is like I wouldn't be who I am now if I didn't go through what I went through then. So I can't
Mhm.
necessarily say I would do anything differently. But my advice to my younger self would just be go harder. I had several opportunities at an earlier age to be able to push and go actually into the industry and be able to be signed and out there like that. And those opportunities kind of fell to the wayside because I didn't push as hard as I should have. So my advice would honestly be just, push a little harder, keep going. You know what I mean? Don't slow up because you're starting to see a little bit of something. Just you'll know when it's when you got everything that you're supposed to. But go get everything that you're supposed to.
I'm glad you said that because that makes me ask this question because I see it consistently. As an artist, what would you tell another artist that feels that they got that one hot song or a couple of hot songs and they get elevated where they think they can take off on their own?
Well, I mean, you only as hot as your last song. They don't know
Like,
your new stuff regardless. So they only gonna go off what they heard last from you. So even if you
true,
got a hot song, that hot song is only gonna be hot for so long. There's so many people doing this music for real, and there's so many different styles that come across the radio. You don't never know what song is gonna push yours to the back end. And once it's
true.
back there, it's back there. So you got to stay fresh all the time. You got to make sure that you never get to a point where you complacent. You can't get comfortable because there's always somebody behind you that's just a little bit hungrier than you, and you don't know the difference in their hunger and yours could be the reason why they're now making what you was and you're not making none at all.
True. Part B of that question is, you know how people jump on who's hot right now.
Hmm.
Is that a hurt or is that a win at the end? Because once your song goes cold, that person's song, whatever they do next, is still gonna keep going.
Yeah, I mean it's a win and a loss. I mean, for the artist at the time, it's a win, but you know it's somebody else that they're gonna jump on in a minute that is gonna cause you your loss. So it's kind of something that come with the game. This is not something where people stay around long. It's a lot of people that's made hit songs and they had one hit song, but you don't hear from them again after that one hit. After being a one hit wonder,
Hmm.
and you gotta make sure that you're doing something to keep yourself relevant in the game. Period. And I mean, it don't matter how many hit songs you got if you're not staying in the people's mind, because you can always fade away.
How do you keep your music in our heads?
Um, I try to relate to the situations that's going on. Before I sit down and I write, I kind of have an idea of where I'm going with it, and it's just pretty much trying to find the delivery to give it to you. Most of my stuff is things that you honestly have relatable topics with nowadays. It's not
Mhm.
something that I like. I can't stay in one box, so I can't write the same type of stuff I was writing 10 and 15 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like music has changed. So now when I sit down to approach a song, I sit down and approach a song in the avenue of what am I telling the people? What
Mhm.
can I tell them that they're gonna relate to, and what can I write that the most people is gonna be able to relate to? Because if you can relate to it, then you can catch my message, and that's the
Yeah,
whole key.
and that's one thing that I enjoy listening to. There's a message. You're delivering a message. It's not even about the beat of the song. It's the message.
I
And that's
mean,
where
you
a
gotta
lot of
have it.
artists fail.
You gotta have a message though. I mean, at the end of the day, you got to be talking about something. Music is the
Mhm.
biggest vibration and the easiest absorbed into the brain. So you gotta have something that you're talking about. Otherwise, you hurting yourself, even as the person performing it and writing it. So
Mhm.
you got to make sure that you giving the right things out there.
Mhm. Money.
I mean,
So
money's always a motivator.
Yeah.
the motive, that is my motive. That's why my name is what it is.
I
But
can dig it.
so my question is to you, as you can see in the industry now, a lot of the OG rappers are coming back out, making albums, making music, and like we were just talking about, making it relevant. How do you feel as someone who listened to OG music and that and been in the game so far, how do you think the originals who we listen to is integrating? Because I seen the other day, I don't know if anybody listened to it, the Clips album. That that's some music. It brought me back to my grinding days. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
whoa, okay. Y'all got some words y'all need to say. Y'all got some stuff on your chest. I mean, Pusha T already he be pushing, but for them to collab back again to me is decent. So how do you feel about us older ones coming back in the game during this time where it's drill and twerking and hoeing music, everything that's combined?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I love it. I really do. I like the fact that the older ones are coming back because even though we have those different types of music, not all of those types of music are good. Drill
Mm-hmm.
come with a lot of violence. You know what I mean? So if you can remove a whole level of violence to hip hop, it goes back to its purest form. If you
Mm-hmm.
notice that when you stop promoting so much of the drill, you start hearing more lyricists. You start hearing more people that honestly can do more than just murder, drugs, violence. You know what I mean? It's music is getting to the point where it's getting ready to change to that anyway. It's a lot more artists out here, and if you really pay attention to it, we have a lot more Caucasian rappers out here now who can do the same thing that a lot of these African American artists can do, and they're going to make sure that the whole lane of the music change because
Mm-hmm.
some of them do sound better than some of us. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
And that's what I also feel about Korean rappers now. It's a couple of Korean rappers now that it's like, yo, bro,
Yeah,
I
it's some
didn't know.
UK rap. It's some UK rappers that go pretty hard like that on the men's side and on the women's side. And here lately, I noticed too that the women are actually taking over the game when it comes to the music. Lyrically, they're the ones that's putting out the hotter songs. They're the ones that's putting out the things that's eye catching off the right off the jump. I hear and see a lot of different music across TikTok and across the radio and across a lot of different platforms. But I'm starting to notice that the women are a little further ahead right now.
Yeah. I've noticed that too. But I want to bring a question that I usually ask all the artists. If you had a concert and you were the headliner, who would be the four artists that you will have perform, living or dead?
Um, I got a lot of people that I listen to, and a lot of people I got respect for in this game for real. But if I'm on stage and I gotta have somebody with me, I'm bringing my crew with me. You feel me? Um, I run a crew. It's called the Legion. It's a 5-man crew. The four other people will have to be them. To be absolutely honest with you. One of them is from Arkansas. His name is E45. We got one and one from Nigeria. That's our international artist. His name is Black Hawk. And then we got the two brothers that's from Sacramento. So, I mean, we're a blended style in the group, to be honest with you. So, if I had to go on stage, I'm taking my crew with me. We're going to war.
You're supposed to. You're supposed to. Because if you can choose, it's your stage, it's your platform. So why not?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I have one. I have
Go
one.
ahead.
Mhm.
So since we you bring in your crew, if you had to have a that this was a notorical question, a big trending question. If you could have a business dinner with any rapper, producer, anyone, who would it be and why?
Quincy Jones, easy.
Ooh.
Um, the mind of this man, to be honest with you, he had a career as long as most people's lifespan, to be honest with you. And it wasn't too many that honestly had that length of career. And for him to be able to touch the type of artists that he touched, be influenced for those artists, write for those artists, be involved with as much of their career as he honestly was. And a lot of people don't know how many people that he was involved with for real. So to sit down with a business mind, I honestly would sit down with Quincy Jones.
Okay. And he has never really gotten enough flowers for the work that he's done.
Definitely. But like I said, he it's a lot of people, and if you look back, you can go from the time of when he was prevalent in his era to all the way up to the time that he passed, and you can see the long list of people that he worked with, and it's an amazing list, and it's not just R&B, it's not just the old good era. I mean, he worked
Oh,
with a
he went
couple hip
across the
hop
board.
artists and stuff too. Exactly, you know what I mean, and he wrote for a lot of people.
Hmm. It seems like you've done quite a few things, but it's always something that we sometimes procrastinate about
Hmm.
or haven't opened yet. So, what is something that you're procrastinating of doing or you haven't touched yet?
Um, I would honestly say me procrastinating would be ghostwriting. At this point, um, I know that it's a couple people and there's a couple people that's asked me to do this. You know what I mean? And I know that it would be something that would be profitable for all parties involved. It's just that with everything that's been going on, I've really gotten to the point where it's laziness about it. So, just procrastinating on that end of, actually getting out there and just doing what I know, I'm gifted to do, which is writing. So,
Okay. Do you sing?
no, I don't sing.
Because I heard you say you was in church.
I mean, I grew up in the church, but I was never really involved in the church. I'm probably the only one in the family musically that rap. Everybody else was singing.
Okay.
He said I wasn't following that avenue now. I let
Nah, nah, nah,
everybody
nah, nah.
else. I
I
let
mean,
y'all have it.
I couldn't hold a tone in the bathtub, so I wasn't gonna sit up there and play myself. You feel me?
The man say I ain't finna trick myself out of a good
I
time.
know.
No.
There you go.
Now, I want to play something, but I want your opinion on it. I'm switching it up a
Okay.
little bit. Soon as I find it, and tell me this is not a polished thing. It was
Okay.
just a run through for something I tested.
Okay.
Oh boy.
You got me feeling something I never knew before. This ain't just love, it's us.
Do I need to get these?
No, no.
Oh, okay.
When two hearts switch beats, it's a vibe, it's a flow. You got me feeling things I ain't let nobody know. It's patience, it's passion, it's deeper than the skin. Baby, you're my rhythm where my melody begins. When two hearts switch beats, it's a vibe, it's a flow. You got me feeling things I ain't let nobody know. It's patience, it's passion, it's deeper than the skin. Baby, you my rhythm where my melody begins. I came in, changed my whole direction, taught me love ain't about perfection. It's about the flaws, the lessons, the pain, still holding on to each other in the pouring rain. You walk your road, I walk mine. Together we create something so divine. Every step, every breath, we're in tune. You're my heart, my sun, my stars, my moon. When two hearts switch beats, it's a vibe, it's a flow. You got me feeling things I ain't let nobody know. It's patience, it's passion, it's deeper than the skin. Baby, you're my rhythm where my melody begins. Oh yeah, listen, this love ain't basic, it's soul elevation. No grudges, no games, no miscommunication. I'm all in, no cap, no hesitation. You and me together, that's a love celebration. I've been searching, lost in the game, I thought I knew love, but it wasn't the same. Then you came, opened my eyes, now see the world through your love, your light. I'll hold you down
don't be peace when it's wild. You're the reason I smile. Yeah, you bring out my style. It's the little things, the way you stay true. Baby, I'm yours and I'm choosing you. Yeah, I'm choosing you. When two hearts switch peace, it's a
I mean,
Now let me
it's
explain why. Well, actually,
uh-huh.
give me your opinion first.
I mean, it's definitely a vibe. Like the tone of the hook give a Life Jennings feel. You know what I mean? So it definitely keep you moving into it. I mean, it's a song that could do some things. To be honest with you.
Okay. Reason
I
why I
thought
played that.
I
Hmm?
thought this was a Carl Thomas moment. I'm finna say, oh, thinking the music sold out there. Here we go.
Um,
What's that smooth R&B album that was sold on TV late night?
which one is a bunch of them?
That you know the collection one where they had the R&B soul and you had all the Robert Kennedy on. You know that purple and red album with the candle with the smooth talking. Y'all know that '90s album.
I know the album, but I can't think of what the name of it was.
R&B soul or something like that. It wasn't the ones your auntie done bought like 9 of them. Anita Baker done sang, Kevin
Yeah,
Campbell did.
for real.
But the reason why I played that is because I know we spoken about collaborating.
Hmm.
That was a collaboration of one of my poems turned into a song.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Is
Um,
that Kingsley?
no,
That was Kingsley?
no, that's Jay Will from Tampa.
Oh, okay.
Um, I asked him just to see what he can actually get out of it, and he didn't really
Didn't really
change the
change
words.
the
He just
word. He just
the chorus.
chorus. Okay.
Um, what would you tell if you can tell the artist anything, artist to artist, one major thing that you see consistently that screws them up? What will it be?
Um, themselves. You got to be willing to take constructive criticism because you're just getting into something, and it's hard for you to know everything when you just getting started. There's somebody that's been here just a little bit longer than you, so you got to be able to take constructive criticism. You got to be willing to get out of your own way. You got to be willing to not stagnate yourself and be able to take that next step and try something new. One of my dudes that's in the crew, he always say, I throw you certain things because I want you to get out your comfort zone. And every time you get out your comfort zone is when you get your best work. So a lot of times that once you stay in that comfort zone too long, you get stuck and you never really get to that potential that you honestly have because you're too comfortable where you at. So you got to be able to get out your own way so you can push forward. So my advice would just be, what I'm saying, like make sure that you're not being the person that's causing your own slow up. No, make sure you're not slowing you down because you can have all the talent in the world, but if you don't know how to move with it, you're slowing yourself up.
Looking back, what is something that an older cat as an advice gave you that you take with you to this day?
Learn everything. I met Marshall a long time ago, long time ago. Him and Proof stayed across the street from me when I was living in Detroit in high school. So I got to be in a couple choice locations, couple nightclub meetings and things like that. And one thing I was always told was learn everything. If you learn everything and you know what you need to know, then you can do it for yourself. Doing it for yourself means that you don't owe nobody. So learn everything because you got to make sure you take care of yourself in this game.
Okay. In this industry, what are the top three mistakes that you may have made as an artist or you see as an artist?
A lot of times it just what I see a lot from artists is not willing to change, like not willing to adapt. Music come and go. It's all waves. It's all phase. You know what I'm saying? It comes today and this is, might be hot, but tomorrow that same thing might not be hot. So if you're not willing to adapt and be able to move along, or if you don't have the ability to adapt and move on with the way music changes, then it's not gonna be a game for you. You're not gonna last long. Um, I mean, outside of just the cockiness of a lot of cats, that tends to be, what I'm saying, what holds them back. Thinking that you better than the next artist. I mean, one song might be good, but your next one might be a flop. So you're not willing to work with that artist that you try to play to the side. That guy might be the one that would have gave you that platinum plaque. He get on the song with another artist, and now you sitting there watching somebody else holding a plaque that should have been yours. So I
True.
mean, the cockiness, I see that a lot more times than not. You know, what I'm saying? Especially amongst the younger crowd. Like it's hard to tell them certain things, but I mean, you got, like I said, you got to be able to take constructive criticism. So,
Okay. Money.
And I do agree with that because, like, it's a saying that an old person told me, which was my granddaddy. Smart people can't tell, well, dumb people can't tell smart people shit. And it's always one of those, you don't know everything until you know it.
yep.
And I feel like the artists now with, I'm sorry, mumble rap, it kills me. It kills me. I can't do mumble rap. It's like, come on now. Some of y'all got catchy beats, y'all got good songs, and it just, they get a couple of songs like we generally been saying, they blow up and they feel like, okay, this is gonna keep being a hit. Why do you? Why do they feel that that's gonna carry them a long way?
Most of the time it's their friends. I mean, there really isn't somebody that's kept it real with them. Somebody, told them that, they keep blowing their head up and telling them that, oh, you hot, your song gonna do this one, and even when it's not the next one to be that hot, they still telling them the same thing. I mean, it's not a lot of people that's keeping it real with people nowadays. So it really be the people that's closest to you that put you in them situations. So when they attitude get way up here, or they think they so much further above for real, it's the people that they're around that's helping breed that attitude.
I totally agree.
So if you see one of the artists that we have right now, and you could take them with the potential that they got right now, and you could take them under your wing and mentor them, who would it be and why?
Um, Honestly, like a lot of the cats that I would get an opportunity to are people that's either at the gate of already making it or have already made it, and would just be, more of an honor for me. You know what I'm saying? To have that opportunity to be one on one with them. Um, Out the gate, off the top of my head, I would have to say Millie's though. I mean, dude been doing his thing for a minute now, and I've seen him come from the underground scene and honestly, what I'm saying, put hot music out consistently to the point where Jadakiss is now, what I'm saying, his cosign. So I've seen him put the work in. So seeing the hunger of certain people, those are the type of people that I would love to work with. I would love to mentor. I would love to have one on ones with. So
Okay. Makes sense. If you could take something from the old school version of music and add it into this genre, what would it be?
um I don't know, dude. I come from the punchline era where you actually had something to say, but you painted a picture that was real vivid. So I think the whole lyricism avenue and the punchlines need to come back. I mean, I know everybody is not gifted to the point of certain people, but I just believe that they need to go back to the original forms of what hip hop was. I mean, this a lot of the things that we glorify in what this new hip hop is like is definitely not. It is for the birds. It's definitely not in our best interest. So I just
No,
believe we need to go back to the purest form of what it used to be. This real self expression, but being able to paint a picture that people can honestly see the picture through your words. We need to get back to that.
I agree. What type of music have you not tried that you want to?
Um, I don't know. I think I would love to try reggae.
Okay, okay,
I've always been fond of being different. And that one, it would be something that would be completely unexpected from me. And two, I have family members that are of Jamaican heritage. So, it would be something that would be like me honoring them as well.
okay. With that note, I want to go ahead and play this song before time slips away and I forget. This is another track of E.Mental.
Yo, this is Legion. Open your eyes to the city, the beat of the heart that came alive in the city, the pride of the city. Come along, we bout to take a drive in the city, beat the vibe of the city, we grind in the city. Yo, we quick to read between the lines in the city, heed the lies of the city. Money only thing that's on the mind in the city. Buckle up, yo, we bout to make a slide through the city. As we slide through the city, that summertime vibe that came alive through the city. Yo, let's drive through the city to a place where it's one love. Everybody playing with choppers, this ain't a gun club. Bro, I need my bread with the meat if I let one sub. I'm eating, yo, they clearing the table, you see them bus tubs. Whole lot of static was produced if you brushed us. Whole lot of knowledge what we dropping, better brush up. This gon' fix that nick in the paint like a touch up from the glove, what up, though? Cause the dough is always what's up. We don't do the outsides, homie, it's always just us. Everybody sweaty with that smoke until it dust up. All cracks when you peep the snake eyes, then your luck's up. You ain't even know the time was on you till it snuck up. Bout the ladies' heads in the bed, hope they tucked up. Got one for the top and the bottom like he bunked up. Open your eyes to the city, the beat of the heart that came alive in the city, the pride of the city. Come along, we bout to take a drive in the city, peep the vibe of the city, we grind in the city. Yo, we quick to read between the lines in the city, heed the lies of the city. Money only thing that's on the mind in the city. Buckle up, yo, we bout to make a slide through the city. Let's take a dip through the streets where it's lit. Yo, we bout to make a trip through the east with the GIs. Formed the dynasty was the design. Them rubber bands and turned the hustle grand, but ain't T.I. That class boy done turned the bad boy, but ain't P.I. You talking family business on the low, you a C.I. Yo, they love hating on the king, and I see why he a lunatic. Though I never heard them screaming E.I. We sliding on the west, what they riding for a check. Ain't too much different from the east, and more connivers on the set. It be mad war stories, no survivors on the steps. So make sure you got your guidance to advise you of the threats. But dig it, homie, this the city that we love. Rep everything about it, this the city that we from. It's Dirty Glove, Michigan, my city be the slum. So I'm here to have my city sitting pretty in the sun. What up, though? Open your eyes to the city, the beat of the heart that came alive in the city, the pride of the city. Come along, we bout to take a drive in the city, peep the vibe of the city, we grind in the city. Yo, we quick to read between the lines in the city, read the lies of the city. Money only thing that's on the mind in my city. Buckle up, yo, we bout to make a slide through the city. Open your eyes to the city, the beat of the heart that came alive in the city, the pride of the city. Come along, we bout to take a drive in the city, peep the vibe in the city, we grind in the city. Yo, we quick to read between the lines in the city, heed the lies of the city. Money.
That's one of the first songs I've heard when I got introduced to you. Where was your head at when you wrote that?
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I was in a different space at the time. um, I heard that beat, and the way I write most of my songs is I go as soon as I get the beat. I let the beat tell me what to do, which way to go. You know what angles to take. I just let the beat talk, and the first verse came so fast. It was just like, all right, what do I do for the second one? And at that point, it was like overhaul because I mean I took a break and came back, and 45 minutes later I had the rest of the song.
Okay. When you start writing, most lyricists don't only write one song. Does that one song create that second song or a part of that second song?
It depends because it depends on how much of that first song that you honestly get right then and there. Sometimes you can actually take half of one song and half of another, take this bar out there, take this
Mhm.
bar out there, and turn it around. Now you got a whole different tone, whole different song. So it just really depends on what you hearing on the beat. Especially with me, most of the time, if I'm writing to a beat, I have more than that. I have 40 bars for it. I have 16 bar verses. I mean, I have battles to it. I write so much to one beat before I put it down, so it's a little different. You can get a lot of different type of songs from me if I'm really feeling that beat like that.
Okay. You ever did poetry or
Yeah,
spoken
I
word?
did.
Okay.
I haven't done spoken word, but coming up through high school and my early college days, I was doing poetry.
Um, you did do spoken word.
No, I haven't done spoken word. I've done
Let me
poetry in its true form.
let me, let me tell you why. You want to tell you?
Go
Go
ahead, I'm
ahead.
listening.
You want to tell them?
Go ahead.
You're doing it now, sir.
All right. Mhm.
You're doing it now.
You're
And
just doing
not
it in the lyrics form.
I can
and
dig it.
just the and listening to the song, because when I heard the beat and when I'm hearing you singing it, shout out to my city, Papa Duck. I was like, "Jesus, is that nigga from? Wait a minute, that's a Florida song." Because we got that same song, but it's called My Muck. So that beat flying. And that's why I was like, oh, this hit home. This really hit to the city.
And see,
Cause I go
that was the
ahead.
whole premise of that was the whole premise of writing that song. It's like when I first heard it and the hook came as soon as I heard the beat. Like within 6 7 minutes of me hearing the beat, the hook came. So once I got the hook, it was just like I want everybody to ride through my city, but I want everybody to ride through my city, and I want you to have the same vibe as if you was riding through your city in the summertime, late night. You know what I mean? You just left the party, or you out with your homegirls or with your homeboys, and you just riding through the little chill spots and all that good stuff. Music blaring like it used to be. I mean, like I said, I'm from back in the day. You feel me? So that's what we used to do back in the day. So I wanted to take you back. So I wanted you to have that same vibe when you know what I'm saying, when you came with me on that drive.
Okay. And that's the reason why I asked you, did you do poetry? Reason why it's the lyrics is the words. And most people don't understand as rappers, you are a spoken word. That's what you do because your rapping is just not with the music.
Okay.
So, but you already have it. So it's not something that needs to be showed. But, and most rappers, I think, need to get into poetry. Only reason why it gets them in touch and in tune with themselves, makes them play with words a little bit more.
It does. It
I
does.
mean, we ain't gotta tell them that. He do screenwriting. We ain't gotta tell him. Okay, let me put my headphones back on before I get in trouble. Uh, uh,
If you were to create a movie and it can be showed in major movies everywhere, what type of movie would it be and why?
I'm gonna have to say it would be an autobiography, but it would have to be of my mother's life.
Mm.
Um, my mother was like my superhero. No matter what went on, how hard things was, she never broke. My mother and father was married for 40 years. They never separated. I always had my pops around, and he was as strong as nails too. But my mom's was the one that kept the family together. My mom's was the one that always was the motivation to keep, you know what I'm saying, everything moving, the glue to keep things together, the one that was always there to make sure that if something happened that needed to be happened, if you couldn't do it, I'm gonna make sure I got it. So that was always my mom. So I mean, if I had to actually do a movie, then yeah, I would do that. I would definitely celebrate her and her life.
and
Now,
and because I need to know who is the actress. Because
that was
Um,
I
my
need to
question.
know. I need to know I need to know who this actress is. Because just from what the little bio information you told, I'm already seeing the trailer. So I need to know who is casted as your mama. Because that's gonna be very important in this movie.
um, ooh, can I be absolutely honest with you?
Yep.
Please be
She
honest.
d- she don't act, but I would love to have Erica Badu play my mother.
Oh,
My
She
mother was
do act.
clairvoyant.
she do act.
Well, well, well. Then, hey, that'd be perfect. Because, I mean, my mother was clairvoyant, so she kind of was on the spiritual side, even though we all were raised in the church.
Mm-hmm.
So she was able to navigate both, and things just kind of happened in certain ways for her. And I seen things happen in certain ways. So she taught me certain things from that. And early in life, it was like certain things just clicked, and it was because of the examples and the things that I had there from her, and the brain and the way Erica Badu presents herself and the things that she talks, the type of conversations that she has. She don't really involve herself in a lot of messiness. That's my mother.
Mm-hmm.
So
So I know your daddy is three stacks in the movie. I, I watch it. Long as three stacks is your daddy in the movie, you got a whole verse.
I mean, we definitely could have three stacks as the dad in the movie. I mean, it would go along that way.
I'm watching. I buy the ticket.
I mean,
I
he
buy
was one of the four. He was one of the four brothers. You feel me? I mean, the role might be a little different within the four, but I mean, my pops he had three brothers, and they kind of had a name for themselves as being a little bit criminal. So they resemble the Four Brothers movie. You feel me? So that's why I said he could fit definitely.
see. Look, we got the movie. Three stacks. Erica Miss Badu. Y'all, please, please, please. We putting this in the atmosphere. I'm trying to be at the previews.
Yeah, definitely
Fucking,
reach out. Reach out. We had the script real soon.
we gonna be on the red carpet, read up here interviewing. I'm dead.
Well, I need my 3.5 percentage for bringing it out there.
I'm just
Girl, go
saying,
on it,
we
girl. We
all
need a
good.
seven. We need a seven. We need a seven on the scale. They
It's all love around here, so
Listen, network make the dream work.
it sure do.
no network make the check work. That's what it does. Check. We need Tyler. Tyler, you listening? We need this help. I got the writer, the beast.
We
um,
definitely got the writer.
what with the music that you have dropped, well, from the two songs that I've played as an artist, how do you compete to them songs when you're writing?
Um, to be honest with you, I don't. I never really compete with my last song. I kind of compete with what I'm hearing around me. Before I really start writing, I take 2 3 days and I listen to as much of everybody else as I can before I cut off my ears. And then once I cut off my ears, I'm pretty much I didn't gather so many different styles within that time. At that point, I'm just racking my brain and freeing my brain at that point. So it's pretty much just me listening to other people, hearing a lot of other different things, being able to have the ability to emulate and imitate certain styles, tweak this here, tweak that there, and you get mental.
Okay. How do you stay balanced as an artist and everything that you do?
Oof. Staying balanced is a lot harder than you think for
Oh,
real.
trust me, I
I mean, it's
know.
a lot harder than you think for real. But I mean, I know what I'm doing this for. So I never let myself get too far away from what my goal is. My goal is for my son to be able to enjoy me doing what I do and being a part of it. I don't want to just leave him CDs or songs that's can be found somewhere. I want him to be able to see his dad on stage. I want him to actually be there. You know what I mean? And say, hey, my father left me something that nobody else will ever be able to leave me. Those experiences were
Mhm.
priceless. So
Yeah,
that's what kind of
memories.
keeps me balanced.
Okay, makes sense.
So I see you, and I've heard a lot, and y'all don't get y'all flowers for this. So I'm gonna give it to you now. As a black woman coming from a family, I see you love and cherish your son, and I love that for our
Definitely.
black because they always got y'all stereotype as deadbeats, don't look out, just wandering the world. So I commend you for being a positive, active father in your son's life.
Well, my son's a daddy's boy. I mean, he has been since day one. My like I said, my parents were around. So when my son was born, my parents were kind of active even in his early years. My son was born with one working kidney, so it kind of
Mm,
made it so that the family kind of gathered around him and kind of just showered him at that point. And I mean, that's all he really needed. I mean, he was his grandfather was the favorite of the family. He loved my pops. That was just his heart. But once my pops left, it's pretty much been me. He's been up under my wing. I mean, to be honest with you, he's somewhere around this house now.
Well, and that's why I'm saying it's a beautiful thing that you have a genuine loving bond with your son. Because there's a lot of youth out here that cries out or look for mentors like that, but you're actually a father that is active, and your biggest cheerleader is your son, and you his biggest cheerleader. So for
That's
y'all
right.
to each other hype man, MC, whatever you want to call it, I just want to commend you for doing that because, like I said, it's a lot of the stereotypes and the dads. You showing it not only just through your music, but listening to just giving him his grace at his young age.
Well, I
So,
wasn't a stereotype. You know what I mean? Like the stereotype is that the father's not in a home. The average black man don't have his father to raise him. I had mine. You see what I'm saying? I had mine up until I was like 36, 37 years old. So I had my father a long time. So it's only fair that my son have that same opportunity, those same experiences, that same knowledge, that same teaching structure that I had. It's only fair.
I agree. With everything that you do, what have you and your son created?
Um, he created his own shoe. He got about two or three of them, to be honest with you. He could. The very first one, the very first one, I decided that I was gonna get him involved in. He actually just wanted to be a part of the whole design. He wanted everything. So soon as I sat down and started working on something, he kept coming and changing things. He clicked this button, clicked that button, and everything changed. So I kind of took it as that that's what you want to do. You want that shoe yourself. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna let you have that one, and we're gonna design it. So he sat down and we got 3 or 4 designs for the children that we've done together.
Okay.
That baby said, "No, excuse me, this is my department, sir. Let me handle this." We can tell who finna have the wall of Dubai of sneakerheads. Okay, you
Oh
gonna have
yeah,
to.
oh yeah.
You
They
used to
going
do
head
that,
to head.
I
huh?
mean, he's spoiled
They
anyway.
gonna go head to head.
No, he gonna be the boss of the sneakerheads. You know the ones that got that big sneaker crown going around his head. Yeah, you gotta go against the boss in the sneakerhead. Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
his
not.
family gonna make sure that.
I'm not for to fight
eh,
that man. That's cheating.
Nah,
That man.
nah. His family gonna make sure that he been spoiled a long time for real. So
No,
as
it
far
ain't
as
that. That
when he
man
wants
gonna
something,
make.
he good.
That man gonna make a shoe that I can't even.
Oh
It's
yeah,
only
like
2
it's
Elon
getting
Musk
there.
don't have one.
It's getting there. He getting to the point where he can do it on his own. So once he start doing that, then I'm gonna make his own little shoe line for him. You know what I mean? It's gonna be under mine, but everything will be his collection. So
Hey, that does.
everything is kind of already. I already got it set and in the works for real. So I'm just waiting on him to get to the point where he can start designing them on his own. And once he get to that point, I'm gonna let him go.
I like that. If you can give advice, what would it? What would you give?
Enjoy your life. Life is moment to moment. It's not a span of any period. It's moment to moment. So enjoy your moments because you never know when the moments won't be there anymore.
I agree. Anything else, money?
No, I'm just waiting to find out if y'all need brand ambassadors for these good old sneakers. 'Cause,
We
I
could talk. We
wear
could talk.
11 in women. That makes it 10 in men. And the kid line, I got one that's over here got Shaq feet. So yeah, we might be talking.
Yeah, we could talk. We definitely could talk.
We got some giants over here. So
Yeah, I got a giant with me. My son he's 11, but he's 5'6", 148 pounds. Like he's not a little dude.
Yeah, I
sir,
seen. I think I seen him walk behind you.
Yeah, you
sir.
did.
Oh, that was that grown man walking by?
Yeah, that was that
That
grown
grown man
Tyler.
walking by too?
Yeah, that
I
was him.
thought I was crazy. I just thought that was a
Nah,
whole
nah,
nother
nah,
grown man walking by.
nah. That's Junior. Like,
That is
yeah,
not a junior. That is a whopper. That is not a junior whopper, sir. That was a grown
yeah,
man walk by.
That's Junior. That boy ain't touched 12 years old. Yeah, he just turned 11 on June 11th of this year.
Okay.
Oh, happy belated birthday. See, I'm
So
I'm
he,
walking around with a 6'2", 3+ with a size 15 shoe. Nigga, I gave birth to Shaq. I don't know how, but I got Shaq over here.
that's about right.
I
Um.
don't know what they do them people. Some people
No,
crazy.
it's what you
It's
said.
something in the food. It's something in the food. I think it's the McDonald's.
Not skinny.
It's something. Period.
Nah, that's that homegrown cooking that your relatives done gave them. That's why
I'm
they
telling you,
spoiled.
it's something. It's something. It's got to be in the food, but it's something because these all these kids are big nowadays.
That's like wow. That man just walked out the screen like, excuse me.
and
I said,
and he was going to get something to eat.
that's right. That man said he paid for it. Look, all we here for, look, they the landlords, okay? We are the tenants. We just pay all the bills and just be like, you know what? That's what we
Oh yeah.
do. Trust me, I got one. That thing, she run the country. And she the youngest. So trust me, we know. We know.
before we let you go, I know you have a lot of music out there.
Hmm.
So, what are your favorite 5 songs that you made?
My favorite 5 songs. That's a good one. I'm gonna have to say "Get Ghost." Definitely, it's a song I got out. It's called "Get Ghost." This was like the beginning of pretty much my crew forming when I made this song, and we ended up getting opportunities at Def Jam during that time. We ended up getting a couple different opportunities with a couple other labels, and it's just the features that was supposed to come from it. This song originally was supposed to have Papoose featured on it, but the crew just decided that we didn't really want to wait on that opportunity too much longer. So it was just like we going after it, and we just gonna do it us. And it came out wonderful to be absolutely honest with you. A couple of the internet radio stations picked it up, and it did pretty well. Um, and we have another one. It's called "On Me." "On Me" was something that was supposed to be a solo song when it started, but it kind of turned into a performance track. And my crew ended up jumping on that one. We actually went and performed at a South by Southwest like 2 years ago. So that one was kind of major because it has an experience behind it.
Okay.
Um, I have a song that has a Royce the 5'9" feature. It's called Options. Me and my homeboy got to perform that last year, and I think the whole experience of getting back on stage after so long. It had been years since I had been on stage actually doing the music the way I used to do the music. So to get back out there and really feel that energy of being on stage again and feeling that adrenaline rush, I think that song in itself will always be remembered for that. Um, the other two I wouldn't necessarily say are songs. I have a couple like free verse style, like they're not freestyles, but they're like free verses.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is kind of to a Kirby. It's called "Pressing the Bar." That one is it's kind of real chunky. I had somebody kind of step to me like, you kind of old now. You fell off. You're not the same as you were. So that one was more like, if you believe that you're a fool, let me show you why not. So it was
Mm.
more of me proving the point with that one. And that one kind of led to the one after that, which was the "On the Spot." And I told a couple people about that joint, and was trying to get that one pushed around so I could see, what that one would do on the underground circuit. So look out for that one because that one is coming. But that one's a little heavier. That one's more of a the free verses be challenges. People try to challenge me a lot of times because they don't believe that I can imitate anybody, and I tell them anytime I can imitate anybody's style, no matter who it is. I mean, I can do that. So they wanted me to imitate closer toward that BSF, Griselda, Benny the Butcher type of style. So that "On the Spot" is more set toward that. So if you somebody who appreciate those type of bars, then you would definitely appreciate that one as well.
Okay.
Oh, this nigga coming back like Jimmy Chapo real quick. That nigga say, wait a minute. He said something. Let me respond. Let me respond. I was like, that right there. I don't know if you into it or whatever. When Eclipse just came back out and Jim Jones, they had their little moment, and I'm looking at both of them like, nigga, we finna have this Kendrick thing again. We finna go through this. This is real man shit. I will watch it. I'm here for it.
I got mixed
I,
feelings when it comes to that because, like, I appreciate the whole competition avenue from it because, again, I'm a battler. So, I mean, I've been battling just as long as I've been doing track. So, I understand the competition avenue of it. Hip hop always have been competitive. But Jimmy is kind of past his time. Like, it really don't matter what he talking about or who he talking about. It's really I've seen dudes on TikTok freestyles diss Jimmy harder than he's diss any artist that he's calling out. And it's like, bro, you might need to let it go. So when it comes to that, it's like, just let it go, Jimmy. Just let it go.
cool.
Go sit in timeout somewhere.
Yeah, please
Nigga, go
do.
make clothes. Go back to bed like nigga. I was
Like
like,
unless
why
you,
would you answer? Why would you answer? Shut
man,
up.
my thing was unless he got paid for it, and he might have got paid for it, because you know the whole Jay-Z and Nas incident was really to help, you know what I'm saying, bring Nas' career back. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people had started to sleep and forget who Nas was and that he was still out there doing it until that situation happened. So I kind of looked at it like maybe, but then it's like he's still relevant. So I don't understand what Jimmy's doing. Like Jimmy, you ain't been relevant since balling.
Jimmy didn't need to go sit and go watch TV with Chrissy and his mama and just find something to do.
You
Yep.
need
He
to go
need
sit in a rocking chair.
I mean, I
that.
didn't get it. I mean, I guess you got to thank Drake and Kendrick for real, because they got a lot of people battling right now. There's a lot of people going, you know what I'm saying, at each other's heads for no reason. And
Oh,
I
but
mean, I
the funny thing about it is, it's like they're picking and choosing people that they feel, well, shit, Drake did it too. Because Drake was jabbing at Kendrick for a while before he actually came back and just murdered him.
mhm.
But it's
That was
funny.
not no murder. That was not a murder. That was a massacre. That is a white boy trench coat. I got something. Don't come to food.
Like
Okay.
you know, you got put in a body bag when you go to the radio stations and ask them not to play the song. Like,
No. You know you got bodied when you thought you were gonna tell the NFL not to let this nigga perform. And he said your
that was
name comfortably in the
yeah.
camera with the mic, walking in his bell bottoms, said, "Hey Drake."
And hold on, not once, not twice, but 3 times. Because everybody that
Yeah.
came behind him called out his name.
Yep.
Bruh, this man had a PlayStation controller at the end of the damn song. Who
Yeah.
does that?
He took a L. But I
Man,
mean,
That wasn't no
it,
L. That was
straight
not,
up.
that was a
that was it.
burial.
Yeah.
That was a burial with
The
obituary.
Williams
The
made
choir
sure
saying
her
you.
calendar was clean to
But
get
see,
there.
that's the perfect example of what I mean by, you know what I'm saying, you never know who's coming behind you and the hunger that they have. You know what I mean? Because Kendrick had a hunger that Drake wasn't expecting.
No, Kendrick had a motherfucking motive that, and that's that's why I call that that was premeditated murder.
Meditation.
That was
But see,
premeditated.
look if you go back one battle before that, you can see where having that high horse can always get you humbled, because Drake did the same thing to Meek Mills right before he, you know what I'm saying, had that situation happen.
Yeah, but
And
see,
that was
that's the
kind of
thing
the end of
with
Meek going
Drake.
down.
With Drake, you have people, and that's why I asked you, how did you feel about artists hopping on to what's hot? Because artists tend to want to collab with that hot artist, and some of the time it's not genuine. It's to get over. It's to get on, and that's
No, it's the clout. And
to
you
get
see
on.
how fast J. Cole, J. Cole jumped off.
Yeah, for real.
Well,
J. Cole knew what it was.
Yeah,
J.
and
Cole said that.
I have a problem with that because I deal with artists and do artist development and give you an open mic platform where you can actually spit your stuff without any holdbacks. You can develop how you choose to develop as an artist.
Hmm.
So there should never be any competition or hate on another artist. I believe in network collab, because if you collab genuinely, you're gonna make millions. On top of it, that collab is gonna wind up being another collab where you're gonna have somebody else that want to collab.
Yeah.
Sir, I just felt like this. J. Cole would have stayed on there a little bit longer. I felt like this was gonna happen. Kendrick was gonna bring out somebody that I know. I personally, if he would have brought him out, yeah, it just would have been a calling by, bruh. If he would have brought out Joyner, Lucas Joyner to this, bruh.
I don't think Jordan Lucas would have got involved though, for real. Cause I'm gonna be real with you. Jordan Lucas already had a hard time with Tory Lanez. To be honest with you, a lot of people feel like Tory Lanez kind of stopped him from actually going that far. And now that Joyner's actually getting into the battle rap, actually battle rapping, like he's on camera with it too. Like I don't know. I don't think that would have been a good move or good look to go get him specifically.
Well, that guy, bro. I just listened to ADHD two,
Oh yeah, oh
bruh.
yeah. Joyner dope. He's
I
a
was
dope
like,
artist all the way around. You can't take nothing from him.
and he got a new collab coming with Buster. I was like, niggas, who, what y'all wake up to? What did y'all wake up? Are y'all choosing violence or are we, this what we on right now? Like,
Yeah,
y'all
I
niggas is
mean,
on some real. I mean, and the dude was like, Buster was like, oh, I got some. And Pharrell came step by. I'm seeing this nigga in the bit. Bro, what is y'all doing?
yeah.
Well, I won't hold you up. But I do want to inform you. We will be bringing you back, but we will be bringing you back on the new show.
Appreciate it.
It's called Whispers and Wombs. Seductive erotic poetry and confessions.
Okay.
Grown folks conversation. So yeah, I'll let you know ahead of time, but we will want you to come out your shell and help us present a poem. But this is erotic,
All
so we're
right.
gonna test the waters.
Okay. We can definitely test some waters.
But feel free to send us some tracks. We'll play them on the air when we play. That way we can get you networking and share.
All right.
But let the people let the people know where they can reach you at one more time before we let you go.
Yo, it's E.Mental. It's E Space Mental 2497. You can catch me on any platform that you look for music. I'm everywhere.
Okay. Money, you have anything else to say before we leave?
That's it. And I appreciate, thank you for taking time out your busy schedule with that grown man that walked by. Your manager walking by, thank y'all so much for blessing us with your time. And we must do this again. It was a great time. And thank you for
I,
giving us that moment to know who E-Mental is.
I
And
definitely look forward to it again.
thank you for making music that makes sense.
Thank you guys for having the ear to hear it.
Listen, we will be playing it again, even if you're not on here. It's added to the playlist.
All right. Appreciate that.
No problem. I'll go ahead and send you a copy. That way you have a copy where you can actually see it.
All right.
Then we'll go ahead and upload it to Roku. So until then, have a good night. Be
All
safe.
right.
Y'all, see you soon.